Feels good. I mean, like I said, we had to fight for 58 minutes to try to get it done. And one of those games where it goes down the stretch. You just want to make winning plays and figure out how to get it done. So that's what we came on this road trip to do, is try to go 7-0 and keep our streak intact. We're one game away from accomplishing that goal. And for us, these are like mini checkpoints and mini goals to focus on as you go through the season, and not to get overburdened with the streak. We're not really thinking about it out there. Just trying to get another win.
I cannot believe that just happened. That was absolutely crazy. The Celtics fall to the Warriors 124 to 119, and the streak continues. We're going to break this game down, talk about Dre and Steph, talk about that man bun on the Garden Report, powered by Grandstand on CLNS Radio and CelticsBlog.
Yes, I'm the boss.
I'm Jared Weiss. I am here with Kevin O'Connor after one of the greatest regular season games we have seen in the Garden in a couple of years now. Warriors come to town with that win streak still going, and they leave town with that win streak still intact. And it looked like the Celtics were going to pull it out a few times here, but Steph Curry had that pot, he was cooking, and holy crap, that was incredible.
Yeah, Stephen Curry, he had his worst efficiency game of the year this year. 44.4 effective field goal percentage, but it was still an incredible performance.
I mean, if that's poor efficiency, I think I'll take it.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, that says a lot about Curry, that's his worst of the season. And he is still dominant. Still really got where he wanted. They did force him into misses, especially when Bradley was on him. I thought Bradley did a good job. What really comes to mind is that play when they ran elevator doors for Curry, got him free from Bradley. I think that was shortly before Bradley fouled out, which was kind of a turning point because Curry really got more efficient shots against Turner.
Turner did a good job. There's no
Solid,
question about that.
Yep.
But the difference between Turner being able to stay in his shoulder zone, basically,
yeah.
Turner can't really do it the way that Bradley can do it. And you would see that while Turner could kind of generally handle Curry coming at him, Curry could kind of double cross him up to the point that he could just get around Turner's hips and then blow by him.
Exactly.
And then help would come in, and that's when Green gets the ball, or Livingston gets the ball. And that was, I don't think they would have won the game just because Bradley was still out there, but it was clear that Golden State just had just kind of got that edge once Bradley fouled out.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I think you make a good point about Turner. He's having a terrific year defensively. Definitely the best year of his career on that end of the floor. But he's built to defend larger guys. He's 6'7". He's not built to defend a guy like Curry, and that's where Bradley was really good tonight. So Turner was a little bit mismatched against Curry, even though he did a solid job, the best he could do considering the circumstances.
The thing is, they still stopped Curry a few times even after Bradley came out, but Draymond Green was just incredible.
Unbelievable.
The guy is making a case for first-team All-NBA at this point. He had a 5x5 tonight, points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks, at least 5 of them. First player to do that since Nicholas Batum on December 16th in 2012. It's been 3 years almost to the day since that happened, and going even deeper into the numbers, it's a pretty rare feat in NBA, in the last 30 years that Basketball Reference has stats for, looking at guys that did what Green did tonight, getting 20 and 10 in the 5x5. Akeem Olajuwon did it 5 times. Derek Coleman did it once. No one else has done it in the last 30 years.
Draymond Green, especially when Amir Johnson was in the game, I thought he really picked him apart. He scored 12 points in 19 minutes when Johnson was on the floor, and that doesn't necessarily mean Johnson was on him the entire time, but the other 12 of Draymond's points came in the remaining 31 minutes. So if you extrapolate that out to about per 36 minutes, Green was scoring more consistently when Johnson was on the floor than he was when he was defended by Crowder or somebody else in the Celtics. And I think that's really because he used his foot speed to his advantage. The Celtics were playing with 2 bigs, whereas Green, like Brad said before the game, he can play every position. So when you put him at the 4, he's got that speed advantage. When he's defended against smaller players, he's got the size advantage. Really special player, and we saw a special performance tonight by him.
And I think it would have been Nate Duncan that coined this term, but the lineup of death, when you have Green at the 5. Green's about 6'6", I think, if he really works on his posture there. But he is one of the best centers in the NBA. And you saw tonight, he was rejecting everyone coming at the rim, powered away big men. I mean, he did a good job on Solinger. Solinger had a rough game offensively, at least. Amir Johnson just got tossed around by him, especially when Amir tried to defend him one-on-one on the post. I mean, Green would just dig his shoulder into him, turn around him, and we'd just get right by him so easily. I mean, it was incredible the power that Green plays with. And then, of course, he can hit the three, but he's been kind of struggling lately. But he can play from pretty much anywhere on the court. And to have a 5 doing that with all the guys they have around him, and tonight they didn't even have Harrison Barnes and Klay Thompson out there. And, you know, the Celtics played great. It's not like the Celtics played good going against a team that was struggling. I mean, the Celtics played a great game, but, and of course, their shots weren't, you know, they only hit 41% of their shots, so it wasn't like it was a perfect efficiency night. But Green's impact is everywhere. And in overtime, he made every type of play you could imagine, and that's where the 5x5 really came in.
That's for sure. He's one of the few guys in the league who can protect the rim. We saw that tonight from him. He's one of the few guys that can switch and defend smaller players. We saw that with the 5 steals.
Especially on Jay Crowder at that shot that went over the backboard at the end of the game.
One of the few guys that can also shoot threes. One of the few guys that can also create off the dribble. One of the guys who can go coast to coast and do all of those things. And we saw all of that on display, especially in the overtime tonight. Special performance by Draymond Green.
It's pretty clear that Green, who basically got the max this offseason, clearly did not get paid enough. The guy's worth $25 million the way he's playing right now. All right, we're going to come back for part 2. We're going to talk about the man bun, Kelly Olynyk. We'll do our grandstand play of the game, which has to do with the man bun. And we'll talk about more stuff here on the Garden Report, powered by Grandstand on CLNS Radio and CelticsBlog.
They were amazing. And we knew that they would come in here and play this way. You know, this is a club who won at OKC. They won at some tough places, you know, and they're a good team, a good ball club, and they're going to continue to get better. So, you know, we knew how that would turn out, and it happened exactly how we thought it would. Yeah, I'm comfortable. I just know I have to not be as aggressive and be, you know, smart. So, you know, Luke always tells me, hey, you got 3, you got 4. And I'm like, all right, Luke, I got you. I'll be okay. You know, just got to use my head a little more and know that I got to be on the floor, so can't get a silly foul. If you get a foul where there's nothing you can do about it, hey, but just try to stay out of harm's way.